We are now in page number 5 of our notes. It's entitled First Time Obedience. How among you familiar with the story of Abraham and Isaac? Abraham and Isaac, okay, good. Now, let me tell you a story. This is found in the Bible, in Genesis chapter 22. One day, God called this man, Abraham, for a special assignment. And his assignment is not easy. God told Abraham in Genesis chapter 22, He says, "Go and sacrifice your son for me." Noong unang mga panahon, ang pagsasakripisyo ng bata ay common thing sa kanilang henerasyon. It is an act of loyalty to their God. But Abraham had a different kind of God, not a God that asks for children. But in this particular time, Abraham was notified by God that he requires his only son. And so what happened was, Abraham said, okay, he obeyed. And then the next day, he saddled his donkey, took his son, nagdala ng pangsindi, nagdala ng panggatong, dala yung dalawang alalay, and they went and traveled to the mountain that God has so described. Kabila na kayo sa kwento? And then, Abraham said to the helpers, "Mayo muna kayong dalawa dito while me and my son go up to the mountain to worship. And then we will come back." Habang paakyat sila sa bundok, ang sabi ni Isaac? Isaac then was like a 13, 14-year-old boy. He says, "Daddy, here's the fire and here's the wood, but where's the sacrifice?" And Abraham said, "God will provide." So dumating na yung time na nakarating na sila doon, inilatag na ni Abraham yung mga kahoy at nandun yung altar. At pagkatapos sabi niya, "Anak, oras na." Tinignan ni Abraham ang kanyang relo. Wala pang sacrifice. Eto na nga. Can you imagine, how about if you were that? Would you sacrifice your son? Tinalian niya ang kanyang anak katulad ng pagtali sa hayop. At pagkatapos ay nagsimula na siyang itutok ang kutsilyo sa lalamunan ng kanyang sariling anak. At that particular moment, may nagsalitang tinig, may nagpakita sa kanya sabing, "Abraham, huwag mong gagawin yan. Nakita ko ang iyong katapatan. Now I know that you love me more than your son." Pero isang kambing na naipit doon sa mga bushes doon, "Here, I have provided the sacrifice for you." And on that particular day, God provided. Doon na puso yung salitang Jehovah Jireh. God provided. Alright? You know the story? Alright. Let's go to the notes in page number 5 and we will answer the questions. What did God command Abraham to do? What's the answer? To sacrifice his son. Good. Letter B. What was Abraham's response in verse 3? He obeyed. Right? He obeyed. Sumunod. Okay. Now let's try to describe Abraham's response. Tingnan po natin kung paano si Abraham tumugon sa Panginoon. Take note that as God gave the order, Abraham's response was this. Immediate. Agad. Agad. Lagyan natin ng Tagalog. Agad. Is everyone understanding that? Agad? Kaagad? Okay. At once. Alright, another thing. Tanong, nagreklamo ba si Abraham? Okay. He did not complain without complaint. Did he argue with God about anything? Did he ask God? Nakita niyo ba sa conversation, takbo pa paano? Nagtanong ba siya? Without question. Ginawa ba ni Abraham ang pinagagawa sa kanya ng Panginoon? So ginawa. Complete. Check these thoughts. And answer the question. Do you think God expects you as His child to respond to Him that way? Like Abraham? Yes. Good. Should you also expect your children to respond to you this way? Yan ang tinutumbok ng usapang ito. Kapag ikaw, nanay o tatay, ay hindi mo mapasunod ang anak mo sa ganitong kapamaraanan, hawak sa silya, palpak ang pagkatatay at nanay mo. Bato-bato sa langit, tamaan nawa lahat. Bakit? Inatasan ka ng Diyos na magpasunod sa iyong anak. E paano kung hindi sumunod ang anak ko? Sandali. Sasagutin natin yung maya-maya ng konti. Meron tayong formula ng pampasunod. May formula. God requires children to do what their parents ask them to do. They are to listen, obey completely, and immediately. Ang ibig sabihin po nito mga kapatid, ang mga bata ay tinitrain up mo, alala niyo yung segment kanina, na maging ganito. Ang tawag po dyan ay first time obedience. Yan ang segment. First time obedience. First time mo siyang tinawag, nag-obey ka agad siya. Yan. Pwede bang i-train ng ganyan ng 1.5-year-old na bata? Pwede na. Anak, dito ka. Chiki. Tatawagin ka ni Papa. Pagkatapos, dito si Papa. Sa tabi. Julia! Sagot! Po! Papa! Takbo! Very good! Kiss agad. That's what we're doing now at home. Oh, hide mo, Mama! Hide mo siya! Hide siya ngayon sa likod. Hide ka lang. Tatawagin ka ni Papa. Tatawagin ka. Julia! Po! Takbo! Yan. Habang lumalaki siya, natitrain siya na isang tawag mo sa kanya, nandun siya sa harapat mo, nakalagay ang kamay sa likod at sabing, po, ano po yon? Yan. Bakit? Isang araw, kakailanganin mo yung obedience na yan. Alay mo, nandun ka sa gubat, natuklaw ka ng ahas. O nasa kusina ka, bigla ka na kuryente. Ang tanging maisisigaw mo lang ay Junior, pangalan ng anak mo. Junior! Tapos si Junior naglalaro ng kotse. Sanay. Bakit? Namatay ka na. Nasa langit ka na. Si Junior, tinignan mo, hindi ka pa man lang nilapitan. Bakit? Kasi may problema tayo. Ang mga bata dapat i-train, di ba? Okay, ngayon, tino po ninyo. Para ma-train ang bata, merong reinforcement. Positive reinforcement. Ano nga yun? Rewards for obedience and punishment for disobedience. Yung rewards, ganito po yon. Pag nakagawa ng mabuti yung bata, either yakapin mo siya o bigyan mo siya ng reward. Di ba? Reward yan. Yung, pag mo sabihin sa kanya, pag good boy ka, dito sa grocery, ibibili kita ng chocolate. Ano yon? Bribery ang tawag dyan. Naku, laganap yan sa munisipyo. Huwag nyo nang dagdagan sa bahay nyo, ha? Okay? You don't buy good behavior. Take note of that rule. Do not buy good behaviors. It should be expected and rewarded. Okay? So, ganun po yun. Ganun po yun. When my kids were small, nag-aaral pa rin ako noon sa pagkapastor ko. And we would go to Cherry, Fodarama, and we just go there. Mga anak, bago tayo pumasok, magkasundo muna tayo. Bawal magturo. So, little John and little Apple will be there. Papa, bakit po bawal magturo? Pastor ako. Ano pong connection nun? Kulang ang pera natin. Kulang pa. Hindi katulad ngayon, mayaman na kami nga. Okay. So now, we are responding to that by telling them, hey guys, be good. So nato sila sa likod, turo ng turo, tawa ng tawa, Walang humingi. At the end of the night, we say, hey, you guys are good. We are rewarding you. So may reward na sila for being good. Not in order to be good, but because they are already good. Right? Now, maybe as we were going through this on this particular segment, you maybe thought that I'm a perfect parent. No, I'm not. I should have said this at the first part of the seminar. I'm not. Sangkatutak ang kapalpakan ko bilang magulang. I have shared this with so many people and written to you this material so that you will not commit the same mistakes. Alright? What I'm sharing with you now are my mistakes. So this is a seminar about mistakes. Okay? Now being corrected in this generation. If I can only, like many of us, I can only go back in time and do things right again, I would want to do it right again. So I'm not a perfect parent. Okay? Now, let's look at this. Paano maiko-correct ito? Paano maiko-correct? Paano magiging ganito ito? Kung yung bata ay ganito. Alright? Tingnan po natin yan, ha? Meron pong tamang kapamaraanan, and I'd like to invite you now to turn to page number 6 so that you will look at that section on biblical discipline. The Bible talks about very important passages about discipline. Let me read to you some of those portions. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 24. He who spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is careful to discipline him. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 18. Discipline your son, for in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to his death. Proverbs 22:15. Folly is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline will drive it far from him. And there are 3 other passages of the scriptures that I will not read. It's appearing on the screen right now. Now, what's the idea behind these particular passages? That it is important that we apply what the Bible suggests as the rod of correction. This is now the heart. Alam po ninyo, ang mga bata natututo by sight. Tsinelas, para saan? Sinturon, para saan? Para wag malaglag ang salawal ni Daddy. Sandok, ang luto. Sanga, sabitan ng prutas. Yan. Ibig sabihin, pag hindi mo ma-define ng item, sipilyo, para saan? Suklay, hindi ko problema yan. Para saan yan? Kasi, nadi-define mo, hindi ba? Okay. Pag gumagamit ka ng pamalo sa bata na kung ano-ano, delikado. Hindi niya ma-define eh. Narito ang pinakabago sa inyong pananaw, pero lupa na ito sa akin. Ang kaibigan ng inyong mga anak, si Spanky. Napakasimple lang ang itsura. 1 foot, manipis, magaan, masarap ihataw. Subukan muna sa sarili. At ito ang pinagkaabalahan ng misis ko kaninang umaga. Para may sabitan daw kayo. Yan. May sabitan. Halaga, 30 pesos. Now, tingnan po ninyo ito. Ito ay symbolic ng authority. The rod. It's a symbol of guidance. A symbol of authority. And a symbol of God's anger. Now, let me introduce this to you. This is a rod. In the biblical sense, in the modern lingo, this is a spanky. Alright? Your child's friend. Anong pangalan ito? Friend. Kapag in-introduce mo sa anak mo, anak, may friend ka. Ayan. Si friend ay kasyang-kasya sa likod ng bulsa ni Daddy with colorful tassels. Pag nakita natin, anak, kasama natin si Spanky ngayon. Ayan. Mabibili sa inyong mga suking auto supply. Isasabit lang sa isang lugar sa tahanan, nakikita na inyong mga anak. Sa susunod, hindi na masyadong malakas ang pagpalo. Alright. Kapamaraanan ng pagpalo. Meron po diyang procedures at mamaya makikita natin yung procedures na yan. Pag-aaralan po natin. But I'd like you to take note of this. Very important concept. This is an instrument that should be used in disciplining your children. Okay? Take note of this. As we move to the next segment, I will move through a procedure that you will undertake in order to use this properly. In the meantime, during our discussion time, we will ask you to sit down there and answer the questions that are indicated in the notes. This is an important time for you right now to share with your group mates, your learnings so far, as of the moment. We call it attention check, okay? Because there's some more coming after this. Is that okay? So let's take a pause for now. Take a breather, and more exciting things will come to you after this segment.